Sharpen your thumbs, melters. This technique starts on the knuckle, then we move onto the pad, and then onto the tip. Today's going to be a good episode. I've got good news and bad news. The bad news is this mic is still in our face for these YouTube tutorials. I'm really sorry. I'm still working on the voiceover for Melt version 1.2. The good news is Melt version 1.2 is looking incredible. And if I really get my butt into gear, we should have videos dropping into your Melt account this weekend. Just bear with me. Thank you for everyone's patience. I know it's taking time, but I just want it to be so good. I've got a little bit of music. That's it. Everything else is cut up and ready to go. I've got a little bit of music that I just want to put in there for you. For everyone else that's here from YouTube, good news. Today's episode is going through a whole bunch of rolling thumb techniques, which comes from Melt's masterclass. If you figure this out, you can do this on almost any knot on the body. And the whole point of this video is to show you that we can use a rolling thumb technique on multiple muscle locations and knots. Let's get started. Let's try a highly stylized deep tissue thumb technique. It creates an amazing release and gives your partner this professional feeling. Here I start moving into the side of the ski jump using the pad of my thumb, and then roll into the ski jump with the tip. Using consistent pressure, I can intensify this stroke as I move from a broad to sharp stroke. The theory of this technique is pretty basic, right? So rather than mushing into a knot, which is a valid type of technique, we're using a more stylized approach where we are scribing along the edge of a knot. Now, depending on what kind of knot it is and what that knot is asking for, I'll either start with the knuckle. So usually knots that are depleted and they want to be heavy-handed. Some knots will be welcomed. They want deep tissue. They want to be really ripped into. Usually these are your dry and gritty knots, and you'll feel it when you massage them. It feels like they're a little bit depleted. And when you massage over them, your partner's like, "Ooh, give me more." So with those, I'll start using the knuckle first, and then I'll roll onto the pad, and then finally the tip as well. But there are some knots that are really full, and they need a little bit more care. Usually these are knots that are inflamed, and when you massage too deep on them, your partner runs away. With those, I'll start with the pad of my thumb and then move into my tip. And rather than mushing into it, I'll find more of an edge and massage around the inflammation. Does that make sense? This is a fun technique. It's the same as before, rolling from the pad of your thumb to the tip, but this time walking up the back, one thumb in front of the other. Just quickly with this technique, to give you a better visual representation of what I'm massaging, is we're massaging the little tiny muscles in between the transverse process of the spine. See these little guys right here? This is what we're aiming for, and we're just stepping our way up. Now, don't worry if you massage bone. You're not going to hurt your partner. The spine's not going to break. Everything is going to be fine. On a healthy body, a spine can totally handle your thumbs massaging over them. The aim is not to massage spine, though. It's not to massage bone. Not because there's anything wrong with massaging bone. It's just massaging bone just feels like nothing. Imagine massaging your teeth. It's the same sort of thing. We don't do it because it just feels like nothing. So don't be afraid to go in there and really work that rolling out thumb technique as you walk up your partner's spine. Let's do this again. I know we whip through it. It's a really fast technique. I'll let you play through this a couple of times. See how my wrist leads out to the side first. This drags my thumb across the stroke, and then I roll onto the tip. It's totally dynamic and rhythmical. You can see my partner is swaying with me. This is what makes partners melt. Okay, so this next technique I really like. It's totally exaggerated. The whole rolling out thing is way exaggerated, so you can actually see exactly what the point of this technique is all about. The other thing that I want you to look at is my wrists. They are big time animated too. Like everything about this technique is large and loud, and it feels really nice in the location that we're massaging. Enjoy this. Knots tend to pull along the bony ridge parallel to the shoulder blade. It feels really nice to massage here. We start with thumbs flared out, just like before, and we scoop up the train tracks and then push out into the shoulder blade. Curl your thumbs in just before letting go of the pressure. It's an exaggerated rolling out technique that works perfectly here. Okay, so final technique for this video is the money shot at the back of the neck. This is a great place to massage. Same sort of thing. Focus on rolling in and then pulling out with your thumbs right at the back here. You can even do it on yourself. Yeah, like it totally works. I mean, probably not when you're talking into a microphone, but like when you just sit, relax, drop your shoulders, enjoy the video. I'll see you guys afterwards. Oh, it's good. Use the rolling technique we learnt in the ski jump. Roll from the pad of your thumb through to the tip. At the end of the stroke, you'll find resistance. Slight hold at the resistance and then let go. We're massaging across the muscle fiber, following the ridge of the bone. Watch closely. My wrist begins the stroke. It pushes the pads of my thumbs in towards each other, and then I roll onto the tip and my thumbs pull away from each other. It's like a wave pushing and pulling across the fibers of the money shot. Melters, keep an eye on your account. Hopefully this weekend the ski jump will drop. There's 5 techniques. It's all about thumbs. So it's introducing the thumb techniques inside the advanced section of Melt's masterclass. Fingers crossed it's coming out. There's a bunch of features that are coming out too to your account that we'll talk about soon. I'm going to keep that a little bit of a secret, but there's some stuff that's coming out that you're going to like. For everyone else, everyone here on YouTube, I'm going to leave you with some slow motion melts that you can copy and follow along to right here, right now. Grab your partner, grab yourself Melt's oil. It's not here, it's in another room. Grab yourself Melt's oil, grab your partner, start playing with these. Melters, I'll see you next week. Let me know in the comments below which one you like doing on your partner the most, or which one you want your partner to do on you. Also remember, subscribe so you don't miss out on any future content. I'll see you soon. Ciao.